What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome back to the Madden 20 Ratings Prediction Series, where today we are going to be taking a look at the Tennessee Titans, a very interesting team when it comes towards Madden 20 and its franchise mode. In terms of rating them, they're probably going to be middle of the park, but they're going to be an interesting team because of the quarterback scenario. We're looking at Marcus Mariota. He's a 78 overall is my prediction. 2,500 yards last year, 11 touchdowns, 8 picks, 400 rushing yards, 2 tutties. They brought in Tannehill to be like an insurance officer. But either way, Mariota's entering the final year of his contract. They haven't got him a new extension. Very much like Jameis Winston, you have an out. This could be one of the teams that could very well quickly need a quarterback in the ensuing draft, where that's usually the biggest thing. That's usually one of the biggest indicators when you're trying to find a good team to rebuild. It's that quarterback position. And I feel like because there's not a lot of stability there, that could very well make the Tennessee Titans an interesting team to look at rebuilding, and a very popular one at that. Looking at the running back scenario, we have Derrick Henry's getting 86 overall. Maybe no other running back in the National Football League finished as hot as Derrick Henry. Maybe he's getting ready to finally reach that full potential, so we gave him an 86. He finished with almost 1,200 yards of scrimmage and 12 touchdowns last year. Pair that with Dion Lewis, one of the best receiving backs in the National Football League, who we gave an 83. He had just over 900 yards from scrimmage, 2 total touchdowns. I mean, they ran the ball as good as any team in the National Football League. Looking at the wide receivers, we have Corey Davis, who we're going to give an 82 overall, 950 yards, 4 touchdowns last year, trending in the right direction. He was my favorite wide receiver 2 years ago when he came out of Western Michigan. And, you know, it's one of those things, not a great offense, kind of tough for him to reach his full potential, but with being on a run-first team that doesn't have consistent quarterback play, but I think he is a talented playmaker that will take another big step in his career and progression next season. You got Adam Humphries, one of the better slot wide receivers in the National Football League, coming over from the Bucks. We'll give him a 79 overall. Taywan Taylor will give him a 78. Last season, he had almost 500 yards. They get A.J. Brown, who actually we're going to give a 75. I think he will get a nice rating for, I think, should be top 5 for rookie wide receivers. That was a great selection. I was kind of pissed because I thought my Philadelphia Eagles might have a chance to pick him up because he looked really, really good in the offseason and was pretty damn good at Ole Miss. Ran a decent 40-yard dash time, which threw a lot of the myths out about his lack of speed. So, I mean, there is a lot of options here, and the wide receivers, in terms of rebuilding here for the Tennessee Titans, are very, very exciting. At tight end, we have Delanie Walker, who we're going to give an 87 overall. Banged up last season, pretty bad injury, but when he's out there, he's one of the top 5 tight end in the National Football League. So we will have a little bit of a regression. I think he finished the Madden 19 cycle with like a 90 overall or 89, somewhere in that territory. We'll knock him down just to an 87, and I'm sure that once he gets back out on the field, he's going to be producing at a high level. Offensive line, Taylor Lewan, 84. Roger Saffold coming from the Rams, 84. Ben Jones at center, 79. Right guard, it might be the rookie Nate Davis. He was a solid draft selection, midday draft selection. He could emerge as a starter there, filling in for Quentin Spain. Was it Spain or Klein? One of the two. He needs to step up. And then we have Jack Conklin at right tackle, 80. Overall, one of the better offensive lines in the AFC. Jumping to the defensive side, we have Jeffrey Simmons, who we don't really know when he's going to be available, but that was a really, really good value selection, picking him up at the middle of the first round, when in reality, he was probably a top 10 talent. Has some off the field issues, but either way, he's a great fit at defensive end in that 3-4 scheme. I think he will get a 76. Maybe have a nice dev trait as well. At right defensive end, you have Jarrell Casey. We're going to give an 89 overall. Last season, 7 sacks, 11 tackles for loss for a uber-consistent 3-4 defensive end. Inside, we have Daquan Jones. We'll give an 81. Just solid. Great, really, really good against the run. Graded out fairly well from Pro Football Focus. Overall, underrated defense here in Tennessee. Mike Vrabel has a great unit, and it starts up front. Looking at the linebackers, Cam Wake. It's going to be interesting to see, man. I'm pretty sure he's going to be used as an outside linebacker in this game. He's an 86. I straight up just moved him. I didn't modify any of his stats because he's still playing at a very, very good level. Hey, let's wait and see. Ageless wonder. He's playing, he had a different start to his career, so he has less miles on him than some other guys that could be the similar age, a similar position. So maybe we'll have a little bit of a resurrection here with Tennessee. Kind of surprised though the Dolphins let him walk. In the inside, they got plenty of depth. Wesley Woodyard, we're giving him an 81 overall. Last season, 113 tackles, 4.5 sacks. Rashaan Evans, really, really talented. Had some all-right play last year as a rookie. Nothing too crazy. And kind of honestly got outshone by second-year man out of UCLA, Jayon Brown. I don't know if Evans was hurt. I just felt like he didn't play a whole lot. But Jayon Brown came in, and he had 97 tackles, 6 pass breakups, 6 sacks, 3 TFLs. So while in reality, Rashaan Evans is the more talented player and his rating reflects that, Jayon Brown had a much better season last year. As to why that is, I didn't watch enough Titans games to really get a feel for it. Maybe you can let me know in the comments about where you'd rate these two players and if their ratings are correct. And around outside linebacker, we have Harold Landry, maybe the steal of last year's draft. We're giving him a 79 overall. Last year, he had 4.5 sacks and graded out well from Pro Football Focus. Jumping to the secondary, we have a Doray Jackson, who we're giving an 83 overall. Pro Football Focus had him as a top 25 corner in the National Football League. I think he had 2 interceptions, 10 pass breakups, 73 tackles. Plus, he always will have a decent rating given his athletic traits and the ability that he will bring you on special teams. Logan Ryan, 83. Malcolm Butler, 81. In terms of rebuild, these guys' age are not the best, but they are pretty good for a win-now standpoint and a really solid defense. Jumping into the rest of the secondary, Kevin Byard getting an 88 overall. Last season, he led the team with 4 interceptions, 8 pass breakups, 90 total tackles. And you know, how many picks did he have? Let's see. He had like 7 or 8, something like that. 8 picks in 2017. He got 4 last year. I still feel like he's underrated. He's a really, really solid safety. Just tell me, make sure you tell Deion Sanders that. At strong safety, we have Kenny Vaccaro. We'll give him an 83 overall, resurrecting his career a little bit after he was inconsistent in New Orleans. He really had a nice bounce-back year with the Tennessee Titans, earned himself a brand-new contract. Also, don't sleep on Amani Hooker. Really nice selection out of Iowa. Special teams, Suckup and Brent Kern make up a very solid unit. So there you go, guys. Those are my Madden 20 ratings predictions for the Tennessee Titans. As always, if you agree or disagree with any of the ratings you saw here today, let me know in the comment section below. If it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. Until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.